Good Friday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Storm system leaving us, partly to mostly sunny today, not quite as cold. Temperatures 50 to 55 and light southwest winds. Mostly clear, 35 to 40 overnight. A nice weekend for the most part. Saturday, partly to mostly sunny near 60. There might be a few showers Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy, the high around 50. Educate, entertain, and empower. We're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. In a landmark ruling, 2 leaders of the Khmer Rouge regime in Cambodia have been convicted of genocide. UK Prime Minister Theresa May has received the backing of several key Brexiteer ministers in her cabinet, but may still face a confidence vote from her party. The southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu is bearing the brunt of the cyclonic storm Gaja. And North Korea says it has successfully tested some type of new tactical weapon.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kabila Jones, and my special guest today, so far, Mr. Kellen Blanchett from Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Tomorrow is their Founders Day, so since I'm not here on Saturday, we got him in on a Friday. So thank you for joining us, Mr. Kellen.
Thank you for having me.
And also joining us is Mr. Curtis Carter. I'm giving him a moment to sit down and he'll introduce himself. But while he gets situated, Kellen, since this is your first time here, give us a brief introduction of yourself. Tell us, where you are in life right now.
Thank you for having me again. I'm Kellen Blanchett, 21-year-old junior at Arkansas State University. Spring 17 initiate of Alpha Zeta, and I'm just glad to be here.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you for joining us, Mr. Curtis. How are you today?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Oh, let me turn him. Okay, one more time. Sorry. All right, so Mr. Curtis joins us from the alum chapter. Please tell me the name of the alum chapter.
The alumni chapter is Epsilon Alpha Alpha.
All right.
And that's in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
All right, so we thank you and give us a little more background about yourself. What are you doing these days?
Well, actually, I'm an alumni from Arkansas State University. I graduated in 97. My fraternity, I introduced myself into the fraternity in 1991 in the fall. And I'm actually a cheer coach. I'm self-employed here, Cheers Unlimited. Business has been going on since 1991, so I'm really excited about that. And I try to do as much as I can with the community, but, for the most part, I engage in all the activities with the kids and making sure they're good cheerleaders and things of that nature.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today to discuss your organization and, shine some light on what you do in the community. But before we get to the fun stuff, let's get to a little bit of background history. When and where was Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated founded?
It was founded November 17th, 1911 on the campus of Howard University.
Okay. Now, during that time, I've talked to some other sororities and fraternities. They came on a little later, but during that time, I can't imagine what it was like trying to start an African-American organization in a time period when the country wasn't as welcoming. So, have you looked into the history of what it was like back then to get something going?
Oh, it was definitely hard. What our founders did, there was three undergraduate students and one advisor. Basically, it was more than just sticking together for being a black male at this, institution, but they were friends.
Okay.
And that's what this fraternity was built on, friendship.
That's awesome. All right, so let's get into let's get into the organizations that were founded on Arkansas State University's campus. When was the undergrad started, and then when was the alumni chapter started?
Alpha Zeta was the first African American Greek organization at Arkansas State, fraternity wise.
Okay.
April the 14th, 1973. That's when we chartered.
Okay.
And Epsilon Alpha Alpha was founded actually in Blytheville, Arkansas in 1978, and was rechartered in Jonesboro, Arkansas in 2009.
Okay. And since then, you all have been going strong. Membership constantly growing. And
yes, ma'am.
As your members grow, you are able to do more work in and around the community.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
not just in Jonesboro, all around.
Correct.
All right, so let's get into some of your national programs and your local programs, and then which ones are, I guess, more near and dear to you. So let's start with Mr. Kellen.
The fraternity has a partnering program that I've been into, very interested in, was the foundation for Hurricane Michael.
Okay.
That hit the Panhandle of Florida, Georgia, Cuba. We still have people sleeping in tents, and the hurricane hit probably 5 weeks ago. So, we're doing everything in our powers just to, even if it's not much, just send anything, clothes, donate a few dollars, anything that we can do to help.
Okay. So have any the Arkansas fraternity members had a chance to go visit Florida too?
We haven't, but we had a chance to donate. So
that's awesome. I'm sure any little bit helps. They appreciate your support. And do you keep in constant contact with the members of the fraternity that are in Florida?
I know a few.
Okay.
That's why I got details about it. So listening to them, it's a few guys that's no family or friends of family that they got infected from that hurricane. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then Mr. Curtis, on the alumni level, what are some programs that you all take part in that are on the national and local?
Well, locally, actually this Saturday we're doing a turkey drive. We've been doing this for a few years, actually, even through AZ, back in the early 2000 area, where we've been just giving turkeys away.
Okay.
The place that we've been actually giving the turkeys away have been the Walker Court community.
Okay.
But we don't just stop it there. That's our host place, so we give them out. So during Christmas, during the when school started, we did a backpack drive.
Okay.
And we went help over I think it's Parker Park.
Yes, I remember.
We were there in full effect, and I think we donated quite a few backpacks, over hundreds and hundreds of them.
Wow.
And we were there serving with those people there. It was excellent. Of course, we do our scholarship for all the kids that qualify for them.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the scholarship?
Well, what they'll have to do is it's a national thing that we do, is they have to submit an essay.
Okay.
And the essay allows them to be a part of a scholarship that we have.
Do you know what the open date is, or the date for?
Well, we actually just had it.
Okay.
And it's usually at the beginning of the school year.
Oh, okay.
And then once we do that, there's just quite a few things, of course, that we do on a national level. We have mentoring programs that we have. We do highway cleanups.
Okay.
That's local. But it's been good. I mean, the community here, we try to be in the community as brothers, as friends, and letting them know that Omega is strong here, so.
All right. I want to say good morning to all those that are watching our Facebook Live feed. Mr. Charleston Gurley, Ms. Chelsea Chapman, Mr. Bernard Cobbs. Anyone else that's listening and watching, please drop a message, a word of encouragement for these gentlemen. Just say hey. And thank you to everyone out there listening. Again, you tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Mr. Kellen Blanchett. I said Blanchett and Mr. Curtis Carter. We want to thank you guys for giving us your time this morning just to celebrate you and, highlight your Founders Day that's coming up. I know you all have big plans. You all have been actually doing quite a few things this week, though, on campus and in the community. So, Mr. Kellen, tell us about some things you all have been doing on campus.
Well, this week has been our Achievement Week.
Okay.
We started off Monday with a scholarship ball. After the scholarship ball, that's our first scholarship ball that we've ever did. So that was very exciting.
So tell us a little more about, what was involved with the scholarship ball. What did it take? What were the qualifications for someone to apply? And I saw the different announcements. And then what was the night like?
Well, the qualifications were just a 200-word essay about, why do you think you deserve the scholarship?
Okay.
We had 2 scholarships available. And other than that, it was just a ball type of environment. You dressed nice, you had a date. Simply just getting the word from a lot of people that did have a good experience as far as balls in their past life.
Okay.
So we just want to bring that back, and like I said, it was a good turnout.
I bet you all read some really amazing essays, though.
Yeah, we did. We did.
So I'm sure it was a very hard process how do we narrow down who to give the scholarship to based on what you were looking for and what they wrote?
Right. The winners, they got it just based off their intentions. Okay. You can tell who wanted more, I guess, in the essay, who deserved it more. So as a chapter, we just voted, and, that's how we determined our winner.
That's awesome. So shout out to, can you tell us who the winners are? Or you don't remember? Okay.
Oh, I could, but we're gonna announce it.
Okay. I'm
later
sorry.
on today.
I'm jumping the gun.
It's fine.
All right. Mr. Bernard Cobb says, good morning, Mr. Curtis. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right. And I'm sure, Mr. Curtis, even though we're non-commercial, so we can't just promote your business, but from what I know about you and what you do, you pump out some really great athletes. Cheerleading is a sport.
Yes,
I don't care what anybody says.
You're exactly right. I've done it all. I've played basketball and football and baseball and everything, and by far cheerleading has been the most challenging sport that I've partaken in. That's why it's one of my this is the love of my life sport. It's a self sport. It makes you have to make yourself better at it. And that's all areas of cheer, tumbling, stunting, things of that nature. It's different, so of course I'm going to be a little bit more involved in it just because it's different.
So do you actually get out on the floor and tumble with the kids?
I try to do it every birthday or every holiday or something, just so I know I still got it. Right. I'm getting a little bit older, so I just got to make sure I still got it. So I still plan to do it. I'm pretty old, but I still plan to do it until I'm like 70 years old.
All right, go ahead on then. All right, so I want to ask about some more your local programs and your community involvement. I know March of Dimes is one organization or nonprofit agency that you all do a lot of work for. What I know, last year and years in the past, you had walks or you participated in walks. What have you done so far? I've dropped the ball a little bit on keeping up with everybody this year, but what have you done so far this year, or is there anything else planned for the rest of the year?
Dealing with the community service. Well, I'm sure Kelly can, tell a little bit more about that. I'm a workaholic, so I don't get as involved as much, but I am here and I do what I can for the fraternity. But I'll let Kelly, talk about that a little bit.
December we're starting up for the Pennies for Patients. We do, attend that event. As far as for the campus, like I said, this is our achievement week, so we're still doing things every day.
Okay.
Like Monday we had the scholarship ball. Tuesday was pretty bad weather.
Oh yeah.
We were supposed to have, just have a fun cookout for the campus, but they ended up getting postponed, canceled for that day. Wednesday we had safe sex education.
Okay.
For the community.
Let's talk about. I want to touch on that a little bit because I used to work for an agency that worked with young parents, and one thing that we tried to stress was let's not repeat this cycle.
Right.
And so, being in college, being your age, I don't know how old you are, but why is this topic so important for young people to you? Why is it important to get this message out about being safe and practicing prevention method,
Right. Simply just because we're young and mistakes happen, and we just want to, before anything happens, we want to say, look, you know, this can happen because it is, and just basically prepare people for, you know, things that's bad things that might happen if you don't protect yourself.
You know, one thing I don't think enough people, even some adults live life kind of loose and free.
Right.
However, there are, I'm not trying to get too deep in the health side, but there are things that can happen to you that you can't get rid of, that are lifelong, and it will affect your life in every aspect the older you get. And so I'm happy that you all are tackling these tough topics and shedding some light on very important matters. Do you ever talk about safe dating and other things of that nature?
Not really safe dating. Not safe dating, but safe dating.
Put that on your list. Safe
dating. Got
you.
Well, we do, and some of the mentoring programs that we do, we talk something like that. We want just to let them know how to be a gentleman and how to treat a young lady and things of that nature. I mean, boys will be boys, but at the same time, you got to treat a lady with respect. So those are things that we talk about in our mentoring process.
Okay. And so, do you currently have any young men enrolled in your mentoring program?
We reach out to about 3 to 4 young men, and it's more voluntary. You know,
Okay.
we'll put ourselves available, and the people that reaches out to us, we'll reach back with them. And some of the things what we've done in the past is we'll take them out to a football game, or we'll take them to Buffalo Wild Wings and just eat lunch with them and just share. It's pretty more just talking about, you know, what men do, you know, and you know, I believe that the men that's dealing with them and working with them, whether it's, you know, they're successful in working with the business or a job or something like that, we're just trying to be good examples for those young men, that they don't have to do anything dealing with the street or, you know, make their own living in ways that aren't, you know, illegal. Yeah, you know. So we just want to show them that we can be good role models, and you can't have everything you want in life, you know.
Yes, most definitely. I'm happy that you all are taking that initiative to reach out. We can never have enough involvement, men, elders involved in the younger men. And there may be men like in their 20s and 30s. Let me tell you, Kellen, you would never not need a mentor.
Right. Yes,
I'm in my 40s and I still need a mentor every now and then. So I want to thank Mr. Curtis and the rest of the guys for still reaching out and still taking time to give back to that population of our community that, you know, teenagers and young men are not always welcoming of help. Right. And they're not going to outright tell you, I want help. So You have to kind of, find a middle ground.
Right.
To deal with them, communicate with them, and reach them on their level, and then open them up and go from there. So thank you.
But you can't be pushy, though.
No, definitely not.
Sometimes they retract from being pushy. So you just gotta be there for them. I kind of did some work in the alternative school situations.
Okay.
And that's one thing that I learned, is that they have just bad role models, you know. And so I didn't judge them, you know, as I was there. I just kind of talked to them, and they understood, and we related. So that's one thing I learned as an older man, based on some of the things I've done. I don't want to ever push anyone to anything. I just kind of be there for them, talk to them, and let them know how I did it.
Okay.
And that's a good thing for me, I think.
That's awesome. I want to also say good morning to Miss Sonia Hunter, Mr. Corey Mills. Hey, Corey. Dr. Lily Fears, and Miss Alyssa Hamilton. Thank you all for checking in. Share this video. Tell everyone about the great things that the members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated right here in Jonesboro, Arkansas are doing. Again, don't forget the turkey giveaway tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll give you more details, the location and time. And Miss Sonia Hunter says, good job, Mr. Curtis and Mr. Kellen. So I want to say good morning to Lynn Gosa. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Now we're getting close to our break, so I don't want to get too deep into another question, but I do want Mr. Kellen to give us some more details about some things you all have done during this Achievement Week.
Okay, well, with the scholarship and the safe sex education, today is our service day.
Okay.
We're going out, donating, Goodwill, campus cleanup, just basically showing our face and just doing service. Okay. That's our duty. So. That's
awesome. Now I know it's 30 degrees outside, but the Bros are known for grilling. So right. Is somebody cranking up a grill today? I'm just putting it out there. I'll put it out there. Anybody don't volunteer all they want.
Usually that's the case, but I'll meet y'all at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Let somebody else do it.
I'll let somebody else go.
I do want to ask this before we go to break. So have the elders of the group, have y'all passed on that cooking, grilling?
Definitely.
Yes. You don't know him. His name is Joe Anderson.
Okay.
And Motorcycle Joe. He's going to make sure that the young bros are ready to do what they're supposed to do on that grill.
All right. So I'm going to be looking when the weather gets warm.
We got you.
I'll be looking out for you all. Again, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're going to get ready to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about some more of their local programs. And what do the guys see happening in the future? What they have planned for the future? And how you, the community, can get involved with them in their efforts to engage with more individuals, especially young men in our community. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
What's the best piece of advice to give to graduates? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Graduation is a whirlwind. As for my kids, there have been 5 gowns worn, 5 caps thrown into the air, and 5 high school diplomas received. At each graduation, we celebrated the closing of a chapter and also celebrated the start of a new chapter, college. As your teen prepares to head off to college, here are the ABCs of college wisdom to share with them. A stands for academics. School is a top priority. A college campus can be one of the most distracting places, from roommates to road trips, sororities to fraternities. But the truth is, your teen is first and foremost there to be a student. For more wisdom share with your high school grad, check out markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a non-profit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com. Check out Melvin Williams of the Williams Brothers every Sunday morning from 5 to 7 a.m. here on KLEK for the Melvin Williams Down Home Gospel Radio Show, playing the very best in quartet and inspirational gospel music that you'll love, as well as feature interviews with all of your favorite gospel artists. It's Melvin Williams Down Home Gospel Radio Show, Sundays from 5 to 7 a.m. on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Hello, I'm Officer Jonathan Hagens of the Jonesboro Police Department. One of the best decisions I ever made was to join the Jonesboro Police Department. Since joining, I've had the pleasure to give back, protect, and serve my community. Now I want to let you know about that same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing for the patrol officers at the Valley View High School. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information, 870-935-5657.
Applications are being accepted. Applications are available at jonesboropolice.com.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus shoppers card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at KLEKFM.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kabila Jones, and my special guests today are Mr. Kellen Blanchett and Mr. Curtis Carter. Thank you guys for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I want to say good morning to the Officer J.J. Hagens. Thank you for being out there protecting our streets of Jonesboro. Hope you haven't had to pull anyone out of a ditch when the snow hit a couple of days ago. All right, so we're going to get back into our conversation. We know that we just went through an election, and it still feels like we're going through this process because not every state has confirmed every single candidate. But during the process, before elections, what role did you all play? Did Omega Psi Phi play in trying to get people educated, registered, all that good stuff when it comes to voting?
Basically, what we did this go around was just show awareness.
Okay.
We set up a table in the student union. If you're a student, you had to walk past us.
Okay.
Set up a table, and basically, we telling everybody to vote.
Okay.
And that was the part that we played.
Did y'all try to really drive home the message of voting is a privilege?
Yes, ma'am.
It's we didn't always have, I say as African Americans or people of color, didn't always have the privilege of voting. There were many roadblocks
right.
In our way.
Yes,
and so when we finally got the right to vote, I'm very passionate about this. I feel that everyone should exercise that right. However, there are those who don't feel the same, and that's their prerogative. I'm not going to bash them if that's how they feel, but anyone that is able, capable, I really would love for them to get out and vote, not just when it's a presidential election, but for every election, and get to know who's running, what's happening on the local level, because a lot of the local stuff really influences what's happening on the state and national level as well. All right. So moving forward, we talked about, you have something coming up in December. Have you already started working on your 2019 calendar of events?
We started working on it. We have a few events set up.
Okay.
No, the dates will be announced at a
later
time. Yeah,
okay.
You know how that is.
All right. Now I know you are doing the turkey giveaway for Thanksgiving. Do you have anything planned for Christmas, for the Christmas holiday?
Yeah, December 15th.
Okay.
We're doing a toy drive.
Okay.
So that's something that we just try really hard to, work on. Some people are unfortunate, that don't have, what they can, what we can actually have, So we're doing a toy drive on the 15th of December.
And is there a location or set for that?
Actually, what we're doing is, as brothers, we're giving, we're all donating toys as brothers, and then we're just going to take them to. We hadn't gotten the actual place that we're going to actually go and present the toys.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it's going to be a Salvation Army or a homeless shelter or anything like that. But that's something that we're talking about right now.
All right. So if anyone wants to participate, who can they reach out to?
Well, they can actually reach out to me. I'm Curtis Carter, and they can reach out to, of course, our website. It's always available, and our Facebook page. We do have a Facebook page.
Okay. And your website, the Epsilon Alpha Alpha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if you would like to participate, you find it in your heart to give. I don't have any children at home, so this would be perfect for me to give a toy or something.
Right.
In the past, one of the locations that you can drop off a toy that you want to give for the drive that we're doing is at my gym. At Cheers Unlimited. You're more than welcome to bring a toy to the gym, and I'll make sure that it's in good hands and the bros get it, and we can give it to young kids.
Right. And again, KLK is your community radio station, so we're open. As long as someone's here, you're more than welcome to drop off here as well. We'll make sure to get it to someone. So if you all don't mind, if people drop off here too.
Gotcha.
All right. So again, toy drive December 15th. Location will be announced at a later time, but again, you can start collecting toys. You can drop them off here. Reach out to Mr. Curtis Carter at Cheers Unlimited, or see any one of the other brothers that you may know. All right. So we didn't get into it. I got a little far ahead of myself. Let's talk about the principles that the organization was founded on, and what are ways that you all try to exemplify that every day.
Our cardinal principles are manhood, scholarship, perseverance, uplift.
Okay. And so let's just kind of go through, what those mean to you, and then how do you try to exemplify that in the community or just, personally.
Gotcha. All right, well, starting off with manhood, that's number one. You got to be a man before anything.
Okay.
That's how I was raised. That's how, a lot of people should be raised men-wise. Scholarship, that's a big thing. That's they say that's something that they can't take from you. So going to school, getting good grades, having the aspirations to get whatever degree you want to get, and pursuing that. Perseverance. I believe that's probably my favorite one out of all the four. Everybody goes through something, and it's not really what's on you, it's what's in you. So I feel like adversity, it always hits at whatever times, but it's what you do to get through it. That's what makes you. And uplift, just always been a positive, spirit. I always go home to Fort City, Arkansas, and be their positive role model, uplift, and show them that if I can do it, anybody can do it. So.
Okay. Yeah. And we know, being from that Delta area, that some people try to label you.
They
try to paint you with this stigma that you're from this area that's low income or crime ridden or whatever the case, low education, and a lot of people don't have high hopes for people that come from that Delta area.
They don't, and it's so much. It's so many diamonds there.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. There's so many, people there that people overlook all the time. And I love my city, Fort City. I love the area, the Delta. So whatever they say about us, whatever they think about us, It's people like me and myself and a lot of people I know before me and after me that show them up and show them different.
Gotta shake your haters out.
Right. Definitely.
All right. I want to say good morning to your dad, Mr. Denicio. How you doing, sir? And Miss Chandrell Washington. Denicio says, good job, son and brother Curtis Carter, RQQ. Achievement Week 2018 at Omega Psi Phi to the day we die. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, we've talked about, some of the serious things. You guys have fun too. Now,
Yes.
Any parties coming up? Any celebrations, rather, I should say?
Coming up, but we had a great time at homecoming. It was good seeing a lot of the old brothers coming in and from out of town. And we had on our charter lawn at AZ, we had, I think, 4 brothers that started here at A-State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, on the 7-3 line. So that was good to see. They've always got a lot of knowledge for us. So that was good. But upcoming, we're getting older, especially the grad chapter. We'll sit at home and watch football. That's pretty much what we'll do. Last night we had a good time at Buffalo Wild Wings and watched a football game, and it's about 15 of us there. Some of the younger brothers came in and sat with us and ate with us. So coming up, I'm not sure. I think, like I said, we enjoy football. We enjoy just the brotherhood and gathering and just relaxing, So that's what the grad chapter brothers are doing.
All right. Now, I do want to ask this with the grad chapter, going back to those principles, manhood, scholarship, perseverance, uplift. How do you try to exemplify that within yourselves and then pass that on? Because I know with some of the younger guys, they see the fun, the glory side of the organization, the turn up side, as the younger people would say. How do you try to keep them grounded and say, okay, here's what we were built on, here's what we stand for, let's keep our focus on that?
Well, truly, it's really just being the example. Okay. I mean, that's really what we have tried to do, is be the example. Of course, when I started in 91, that was I looked at a couple of brothers, I was like, whoa, they're having a great time, I want to be like them. But, we have that college side where we call it our dog side, and then we have that Omega man that blossoms as time go on. And no matter what, that manhood is inside of you. And that's one thing that we teach these brothers right now is you got to be, like you said, you got to be a man first. And, you can have your fun and do what you got to do, but when it's all said and done, business, service, and manhood has to stand strong,
Yeah. Kellen, I'm
sorry, and of course scholarship. You got to make. We always gonna. Hey, what's your grades look like?
Okay.
What's going on?
We coming here already.
Exactly. For years we've had. The Omegas have had the highest GPA on campus. So we want to make sure we keep that up.
Y'all better go ahead out
We're
there.
doing good.
Y'all gonna make the alphas kind of mad because they pride themselves on being like the nerdy,
right.
intelligent. I mean, they are, but y'all give them a run for their money, grade-wise.
Right.
All right. I want to say good morning to YL Rice and Nico Bam Bam Walker. Good morning to you all, and Mr. Brad Dillon. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you all for joining us, and please share this video. Share the love, shine some light, help shine the light on these gentlemen of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. All right. I had a thought. I'm so sorry. Leadership conferences and different things of that nature. What does it mean to you? And then have you started attending some of the national events and getting to know some of the other fraternity members? So we'll start with Kellen. Have you started attending, and what is it like?
Well, we have a program, the Youth Talent Hunt.
Okay.
And that's basically giving back to the youth, promoting just positive images,
okay.
throughout the youth and throughout the kids in high school and on down. So I attend that. I give it my all,
Okay. All right, Mr. Curtis.
Well, of course, back years ago, we did all of that. I mean, I did all of that. On a graduate level now, I can do what I can because I've got my profession that I'm working. But most of the things we do are donations for the most part. As brothers, we'd rather spend a little bit of money that we've created, with the fraternity, and give back that way. But of course, we still go to our district meetings and we go to our conclaves every 2 years. But like I said, most of it is donations that we'll give out and the community service programs that we have here in town.
Okay. Now, I do want to recognize, and I apologize I didn't recognize Mr. Cullen before, as far as your basilisk. Please help me with this word.
The basilisk.
Which is equivalent of the president.
Right.
So tell us, what does that mean for you, having such a high position and being entrusted with the leadership of the organization on campus?
Well, first I gotta shout out and give credit to the executive board, my vice basilisk, Nicholas Smith, which couldn't be here today, my keeper finance, Christian Davis, my keeper records and seals, Jerry Burgess, and the whole chapter. They make me look good. So without them, I'd be between a hard place.
That is awesome. So have you started working on personal goals, for yourself and for the organization that you would like to see come to fruition in the upcoming years?
Definitely.
During your time of service?
Well, for the chapter, my goal is to win the undergrad chapter of the year.
Okay.
And for a personal goal, just be better than yesterday. So, just all positive vibes. Just having that helping hand and just going towards the right track and following our cardinal principles. I think that's going to lead us all in a good place.
That's awesome. And then, Mr. Curtis, tell us who is your current boss list?
Right now, it was the current boss list.
I know Mr. Basil.
Yes, Basil.
I don't know his
Brother Basil is our current boss list right now. I have not been to a meeting in the last few weeks or the last few months, so get on to me about that. Like I said, this is our cheerleading competition season, so it's not available for me at the right moment, but I still try to do as much as I can as a brother, and as a member. So, yeah, no excuses, of course, but at the same time, it is life and it is reality that I've got to work.
So, and that just goes to show that you didn't join the organization just for letters and colors or just for a name. Even though you have a full-time career, you still find ways to give back, even if you're not 100% present at every single meeting. You still give back to the community, so we definitely applaud you for that.
Well, thank you
as well. So, this is where the younger generation comes in.
Yes,
they are your feet and your legs.
Right.
Yes, service.
They can attend all of those meetings and be present and represent you all.
And we still have a lot of brothers with careers that still are very active in it. It just so happened that mine's a 7-day job. So it's really hard. But I know that these brothers, man, I wish I could be there with them and for them because they work their butts off.
But I'm sure what you contribute is still very
what I contribute is good, and they appreciate that. But they know my situation, and they accept that, and we still go afloat and work this whole thing out together. So
that's what brotherhood is about: accepting people where they are, in sisterhood too, for all the ladies out there.
Yes.
Accepting people where they are and being patient with them and understanding. I want to say good morning to Alexis Scott, Eric Keith Walker II, and to Rodney DJ Big Route Richardson. He says loving it. I apologize if I totally messed up their middle name. Please forgive me. But thank you all for checking in this morning. Please again share this video. And Miss Trina Long says good job, bruh. So Trina Long. All right, thank you all for checking in. All right, so we're gonna move right along. We talked about your principles and how you try to exemplify that. Now, Mr. Kellen, even though you all don't have an official mentoring group, do you still try to find ways to reach out to some of the younger guys on, once I say younger, how old are you, baby?
I'm 21.
Okay. Okay, well, some of the incoming freshmen, do you try to reach out still to those young people?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We always do, things for the undergrad. As far as just the other day, the sex ed, day, we went to an undergrad dorm, and that's where we held it at. Okay. So we do things like that. You gotta walk out your room and you gonna see us. You know what I'm saying? Or we make our presence known the first day of move in. We help move in. We get communicated and connected through these freshmen and get faces. We're always around.
Okay,
we're always around here.
That's awesome, and I'm sure, especially on moving day, I know not a big deal is made during the the spring semester. People just kind of. It's not as big as in the fall. Right. People come to August, but do you all help out in the spring, like in January, when people are moving in as well?
Definitely.
And I'm sure they appreciate that, to see that there's someone looking out for them on campus.
Right.
That's awesome. Now, when we come back from break, we'll talk about some of the fun things y'all do. I see some video, even though I'm not on campus, I still see a few things that not just you all, but everyone does. Like, there's a part of the student union where people just kind of hang out. And now with DJ King Vic hanging out on campus, he keeps y'all pretty hype.
He does.
There's a DJ on campus now?
He comes. He do his job.
Yeah.
We have fun.
You remember back in the day when there was a ring center?
Oh my God, they would not understand. We had a game room. You could actually drive down, where the student union sits now, and people hung out outside. It was just awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it. And I missed so many school days because I sit there with the bros and just chit chatting and the ring center. Yeah.
Okay, hanging out in the pool, playing pool and video games.
That was me.
Oh my goodness. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Nico Bam Bam Walker says, very proud of you, Kellen.
Thanks, man. Thanks, cousin.
Alexis Scott says, good morning. And Officer Hagen says, I remember the hole.
Oh, yeah, the hole.
That must have been before my time.
Whoa, the hole. Yes.
Latanya Johnson Pigram says, yes, the ring center. All right, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up our conversation and make sure to give you details on the turkey giveaway for tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. The IRS has updated its Dirty Dozen tax scams, and phone scams are high on the list, with callers pretending to be from the IRS in hopes of stealing money or identities from victims. Scam callers may say you owe money or that you're entitled to a huge refund. Some calls can threaten arrest and/or revocation of your driver's license. IRS phone scammers will also use fake names and IRS badge numbers. They may be able to recite the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. They'll also ask for specific payment methods for your taxes. Listen, you can avoid the drama altogether by remembering that the IRS will never use unsolicited phone calls, texts, social media, or email to discuss a personal tax issue. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
We at KLEK would like to extend a sincere thank you to all of our underwriters and sponsors. If you would like to sponsor or underwrite our programming and help us to educate, entertain, and empower the community, our number is 870-203-9951. Our email address is klek1025fm@gmail.com. The website address is klekfm.org. Again, thank you for listening.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to our final segment of Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guests today have been Mr. Kellen Blanchett and Mr. Curtis Carter. I can't thank you guys enough for joining me today, shining some light on your organization, all that you do for the community, and there will be more to come, so stay tuned, everyone. There will be more to come for 2019. So in this last segment, I want you all just to share some of your fondest memories of being a part of the organization, things that we can talk about on morning radio. Past, present, whatever. So we'll start with the younger generation, Mr. Kellen.
Well, I had so many proud moments. I think a highlight is just me becoming a member.
Okay.
My probate. That was epic. So, just a background story. My father, Denisha Blanchett, is a member of an organization, Cross 1996 at Alpha Zeta, and his father, my grandfather, Clifton Blanchett, is a member of the organization as well. He crossed in 1979, Tau Sig at UAPB. So,
you got a legacy.
That day was definitely probably one of the best days of my life, and just getting the love surrounding me. I remember coming back to my phone after the probate, after hanging out with friends. All my friends came to Jonesboro and we stayed the night. And I looked at my phone and I had like hundreds of text messages, hundreds of phone calls, and my phone literally crashed. I had to get a new phone the next day. So those are times that I I cherish and I never forget. So yeah, that was a highlight.
That is awesome. All right, Mr. Curtis.
Actually, just being around for a long time, I've done a lot of things. But one of my proudest moments was me and my LB, Jeff Durham, by ourselves, we created a hop. You know, we won our district step show.
Oh, wow.
And we were the representation for the national step show. So that was a good moment for us. It was in Monroe, Louisiana. I can't remember what year it was, but that was a good thing for us because we had a chance to represent the 9th D with AZ. You know, AZ representing the 9th D at the national level on the step team. So that was really good for me. Yes, it was good.
So do you all, I know, you know, some of the older brothers are like, I can't do all the stuff I used to do, but do you all still try to get down every now and then?
Every once in a while, you know, like I said, every blue moon, of course, and it's lasting maybe 15 seconds.
us younger brothers, man, we always egging on. We gotta see it. We love seeing it.
So the first thing we'll do is we'll set a hop out and we'll get it started and we'll let the young brothers get in and finish it out. So
I just want to know, when are y'all putting out a workout tape? Because I get tired just watching you. I see different videos on Instagram and it's like, okay, one, how do you get your leg that high?
Yeah.
How do you have that much energy?
It's definitely a workout.
Yeah, but it's so I mean, it's honestly, it's like when you hear certain musics that you grew up with on the frat. Of course, one of our biggest songs, Atomic Dog. Of course, you hear that, nothing stops you from getting up and wanting to do something. You know, whether it's you're going to be moving the whole time. So that's something that I just love to do. I've always loved it, and I still do it. You know, in reasons.
Okay.
But it's good.
That's awesome. You know, what are some ways, you know, going forward, Mr. Curtis? I know you reach out to as many young people as you can.
Right.
But there's always more that you know that can be done, especially with the newer generations coming under Kellen. Times are changing, but not. Anyway, we just have to reach them in a different way.
Sure.
So, what are some ways or that you want to try, you know, to reach out? Let me ask this, I'm sorry. With your cheer gym, do you try to encourage individuals, especially young men, that may see cheerleading as a feminine sport? Try to encourage them, just come check it out, give it a try.
Once again, I carry myself the way I carry myself, and when people say you cheer, you know, it's because I carry myself a certain way. So it's really how you carry yourself. But I do let them see me as that individual that's a good role model, you know. But I do let them know that it is a sport, and I guess when they get involved in it, they'll actually see that, well, it's way bigger than a name call or something like that, you know. So, but for the most part, my goal is I'm always going to be the example first.
Okay.
And second thing is I'm always going to try to say something as positive as possible to whether it's cheer, football, basketball, sports, education, job related. I just want to make sure they understand that they can only get out of what they put in, you know. And once they can put something into it, they're going to be successful anyway.
Awesome. So. Well, all right. I want to say hello to Bryce Barden. I hope I said that last name right.
Yeah,
all right. And then I'm going to end up, we got a minute and a half, Mr. Kellen. So do you see yourself reaching out to, say, even the elementary young men at some point?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. Reaching out to everybody.
All right. I want to thank you guys for joining us today, and thank you for sharing this wonderful information. If anyone would like to learn more about Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, go to oppf.org, and there's quite a bit of information listed. So when people come to an informational meeting, Helen, do you try to feel them out and listen to what they're saying as to why they want to join the organization?
Definitely. I feel like that's the time that we need to uplift and understand, you know, that individual and just kind of get an insight of them and, you know, get to know them for who they are.
Have you ever ran into someone that you know may not have been quite mature enough, or they weren't quite ready? You felt like they need a little more time.
Right. Or they're going into it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
You know, they see the brotherhood, but now they want to bring something negative.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll cut that down.
Yeah, we'll shut it down.
That's why our chapter here and Fraternity Worldwide is so much of a brotherhood. People look at us and see real brothers because that's where it starts at that information meeting.
That's awesome. But thank you guys, and don't forget tomorrow is their Founders Day. So if you see a Q, say hey, show some love, and then tell us one more time before we go, where is the turkey giveaway tomorrow?
The turkey giveaway is going to be at Walker Courts.
Okay, starting at what time?
At 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock. So if you know a family who needs a turkey, send them out to Walker Courts off of Belt Street in Callion, I think. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Everyone have a blessed day and try to stay warm out there.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants